people of YouTube. So yeah, back again for a bit of a pickup video. So this is part 2 of everything I picked up from August. I'm supposed to be having a quiet month, but you know what it's like with me, I just can't help myself. I attempted this video last week just so I had something in the can ready because I didn't know what was going to be happening this week. But it was terrible. I was just absolutely lagging it. So for this time, just to make sure, I've got myself some Coke Energy. So I'll make sure I've got a bit of energy for making sure I get to the end of the video. I'll probably still be waffling and making no sense as normal. But yeah, so this is sponsored by Sean, Retro Games Revisited. This is his favourite drink for doing his videos. So yeah, cheers Sean. Thanks mate. So yeah. So this weekend I went over to Manchester Gaming Market. Just thought I'd go over there and see what it's like. I went and visited someone who was from the Retro Collect forum, and I had a walk around, and lo and behold, who would be there? Craig's here again. And so yeah, I've got this bit of pickups, and I've now got an obscene amount behind the sofa. Thanks to Craig and other things that I picked up as well. All the CEXing I've done over from the last car boot video, and I actually went car booting again, but I didn't video it or anything like that. So I've got quite a lot of stuff, and I said I wasn't going to be picking anything up. So yeah, just never believe what I say. I would like a month where I don't have anything. That would be smashing, but I'm absolutely stoked with what I've got right now. As I say, I've got a massive mound in front of me here, and I've got some pretty good stuff. I'm very happy with what I've got. Yeah, so I've also got another big pickup as well, which you won't be able to see right now, but I actually got a tattoo yesterday, and that is my way of recovering, I suppose. I like to have one a year or something really like that, just to keep me going. It's sort of like my therapy. So yeah, that's underneath some cling film wrap at the moment, looking probably not the best as it would do, so I'm not going to be showing anyone that. If anyone's interested, I might show people. I'll be going to Blackpool anyway, so if anyone wants to see it, you can see it then. If not, it'll be under my trousers. But yeah, anyway, what have we got? What am I talking about? Right, so I went to a charity shop, I guess. So this is, I think, Charity and Car Boots, what I picked up the other week. First up is Worms Pinball, which I got for a princely sum of £1. Which, yeah, it's not the full cover one, it's the best of, but I don't mind too much for £1. It's got the manual and everything like that in it, and yeah, it's a pinball game. I'm loving these pinball games at the moment. And I spoke to someone at the Manchester Gaming Market who had a little book of all the PS1 pinball games, and for other systems as well, and there was quite a few. He picked up Austin Powers Pinball from Craig's here again, and I was like, I've never even heard of that one. So, and there's quite a lot from his list that I've actually learnt. So yeah, I don't know if you probably won't be watching this because I didn't even I didn't tell you I was on YouTube or anything like that. But yeah, if you are watching, cheers for showing me. Next up, from the car boot this weekend, I think this is the only thing I picked up for myself, and that is Command & Conquer Kane's Wrath. Now this is one I've got. Oh no, it's two. I think I've got 2 games in here. So I've got Kane's Wrath here, and Command & Conquer Tiberian Wars, which I'm pretty certain is another game, and I think I might actually have that one. I think because I watched a video, and I think, who was it? Was it Rob Gernaldino who picked up this recently? And it made me look to see if I needed what Command & Conquers I needed, because I know I needed one, and it turns out I only had one, and it was the other expansion. So I can't. I think it's just the original Command & Conquer 3 that I need now, but I don't know. I need to do a list so I know what I've got. So yeah, have I got a bit of a bonus there? I can't remember. Yeah. So next up, we have got CEX stuff. So yeah, just taking vouchers in. I just had a quick look around the Xbox 360 counter, and I found what's it called? Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkichi, which I think is a 1-on-1 fighter, which is a bit more of a 3D fighter, I believe. But yeah, I know it's one that I didn't have, and I think it was only like £4. But yeah, nice and complete for a CX copy anyway. And next up, again from the actual store itself, I picked up this Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. Now I've been wanting this for ages, and this has dropped down quite considerably. I think it was like, was it £8, £10? Quite cheap. As I say, it was at the counter when I was putting some money in. This was before this last lot of car boots. It was, I think I actually picked up a DVD that was worth a bit of money, and I took it in straight away and swapped it for this from a charity shop. But when I picked up this, I actually picked up The Last Guardian on a PS4 as well, because it had this nice slipcover. But I already had the original game, so I was cheeky and I said to the guy at the counter, if I buy this, can I get the slipcover off this game and just slip it over there, and I'll just pay for this one game? And he said yeah, because I said to him, if I bought this game, all I do is take the cover off and return it. And as I say, I've been to that CX quite a lot of times. It's one of my locals, so I suppose he's getting to know me, I suppose. And he just said yes. So very pleased with this. Is a proper awesome slipcover as well. So proper pleased with that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything over there, because as I say, this is the second time I've done this, so I've had to restack everything. I actually put everything away, and I can't remember fully exactly everything that I got. So yes, next up, another one I got from the actual store, and this was only £12, and I'm really pleased about this. Sega Saturn, Sega Ages. Now it's got Afterburner 2, Space Harrier and Outrun, and I believe these are actually the best versions of these games. Sorry about that, I'm going to have to edit all that. Cammy just knocked over my very precarious tripod, which is just a stack of things with holding my camera. So yeah, what I was saying was, I picked up Sega Ages, which has the best versions of Afterburner, Space Harrier and Outrun. Now, this cost £12, so I'm proper pleased with that. This is one that I've really wanted, and it's got the manual and everything like that, so I need to slow down with showing these manuals. We'll be here all day if I did that. But yeah, I know this in America is really expensive, because it's what is it called, working designs version, so it's got like the foil cover and everything like that. Proper awesome. I mean, this looks very throwaway and a bit overlooked, I suppose, but it's got a cast of amazing games. You can buy them all separately in Japan, and again, I think they all cost quite a bit of money. I imagine they all cost at least £20 each, plus I think Outrun's even more. But yeah, as I say, proper pleased to get that. Next up, I'm going to be saying that quite a lot now, because it's getting quite juicy now. Probably a lot of people won't know what this one is unless you're a PlayStation 2 collector, and that is SCADA Racer. There's two of these on the PlayStation 2. The second one's a lot easier to get, but this one has been eluding me for the longest time. And it popped up. I was looking through the listings on PlayStation 2, see what I'm missing and everything like that, and this popped up, and I couldn't believe it, because I've never seen this on CEX website since I've been obsessing over it for the last few years. So I just grabbed it straight away. It's a proper CX copy, no manual or anything like that, but I don't think it's been returned. I just think that's how it came. Because, as I say, I've not seen it on there until that day, but I haven't looked on the PlayStation 2 listings for a while, so it could be the reason why. But yeah, this was £30, which is quite a lot, but as I say, I paid a CX trade credit, so it turns out not to be too bad. Well, I don't mind paying it. And another, right, this one, proper juicy, PlayStation 1 Double Case. And I'm pleased to announce I now have Legend of Dragoon. Amazing. Like, this came from CX, and it was £70 on the CX website. And I'll tell you what, the condition of I've got to open it up again. I'm sorry, I'm doing this too much. I need to speed up. But you've got the manual here, which is in quite good condition, and you've got part 2, manual part 2, which I don't know why you got why they've done that, but it's quite cool. But yeah, the Part 2 manual looks like it's been creased over, which, again, for the price that I paid, is not. I'm really happy with that. As I say, trade credit as well, and all 4 discs, all in great condition. As I say, just that one manual that's been creased over that lets it down. But this seems to be going on eBay for more than 70 quid. Roughly around 100, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. It's one of them that seems to fluctuate quite a lot. It's not rare, but it probably sells once or twice a month maybe, sort of like that kind of a rarity on eBay that I've noticed anyway. So next up, just a random one. I don't know how to explain this one really, other than I was doing a bit of shopping at, I think it was like Home Bargains or B&M. And they started selling PlayStation 4 and Switch games, and I picked up this just because it was there, and I think they was doing an end of an aisle bin, and everything in there was half the sticker price, so this was like £5, and I pretty much only bought that because it was just in a random place. But it's a Sega game. I played Valkyria Chronicles and I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. I really wanted to because the art style looks fantastic and everything like that. But I don't know, there's something about it's 3D strategy turn-based RPG, which I thought I was going to enjoy, but I just didn't. It just felt weird and off. Whether or not this one fixes all the things that I hated about the original, I don't know. But yeah, cool to have, I guess. I don't know. Next up, birthday presents, I guess. So it was my birthday at the beginning of the month, and I got some Amazon vouchers, and I'm gonna take a swig. Sorry about this. So I got a load of things from Amazon, which I don't normally buy things from Amazon. I don't really agree with everything that they do. Plus, I really just would like to spend my money on retro if I can help it. But retro seems to be, I found the prices of retro stuff on Amazon quite high, and they don't have photos of what you get. I actually took a chance on Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the PlayStation 1, and it said on the listing special edition, and to my knowledge there isn't a special edition of Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I think it's 4 different versions. There's the double case one that I want. There is I think the Infograms budget release, and then platinum, and then a normal black box one. Sorry about that. So I was thinking special edition. The only thing that looks special out of all that would be a double case. So I'm assuming it was that. So I sent a message to the seller, and I said, can you send me a photo before you send it? Because it was like 30 quid as well for Mortal Kombat Trilogy. So I thought, again, I don't mind paying out his birthday money, so I'm only going to be wasting it on something else. And I just replied just saying, just check the listing, we've got 2 copies, just make sure that you order the one that's advertised as you want. So I thought, right, okay, I'm just going to buy it. If it's not right, I'll just return it. So I bought it, and it came, and it was the budget version, not the platinum one. It's like, I think is it Infograms or something like that. It's got like the box art inside box art, if that makes sense, if you know what I mean. But inside it was a platinum disc, and it was like, so it's just a mismatch of 2 different boxes. So I just sent it back straight away. They accepted the return, but I've not had my money back yet. Well, my voucher back for it yet. So I don't know what's happening with that. I need to really chase that up with Amazon. But right, so next up, I picked up Owlboy for the PlayStation 4, which I've been really wanting to dig into, really. So yeah, so this is the PAL version, and it's supposedly made by one person over a space of like 5 years or something, and it's like sort of a Metroidvania, but I've heard it's quite a linear version of a Metroidvania, but the art style looks amazing. 2D, it's like really good animated sprite, so happy to get that. Not sure when I'm going to play that. And I was speaking to someone the other day about this game series. I actually completed the first one of this the other day, and one of these seems to be quite rare. So let's put it in the order of release. So the series in question is called Deponia, which is a point and click adventure. It was really good. The person who's made it is clearly like hung up on his ex, because there's a lot of jokes about the ex-girlfriend in it. But I completed and I was like, this hasn't really given me an ending. So I looked and there was more, and I didn't realise there's 4 in the series. So it was like 8 hours long, so it wasn't like episodes, like, you know, like how the Telltale ones are. So next up was Chaos and Deponia. This was like 5-6 quid, so this is quite a cheap one, loose inside and everything. So yeah, so English version, everything like that. Next up, now this one seems to be the hardest one to get. Wasn't on eBay. You can get German versions, but not an English version. And that is Goodbye Deponia, and this was on Amazon. My friend actually found it and sent it to us. So yeah, picked that up, and I think that was like 20 quid or something. But yeah, it's like an English it's a multi-language one. So again, pretty cool to get. The last in the series is, and this one is unsealed for whatever reason. I must have bought it second hand, but it doesn't. I don't mind. Deponia Doomsday. So this is the last one in the series. Not easy to find, but easier to find than that Goodbye one for some reason, which you need that one to play this one really. You can actually buy all 4 on one release, like on one case, multiple discs maybe, and that's a lot cheaper. That's only 20 quid, but I would rather have them as separate releases. And my cat is trying to get through into this door, so I'm just gonna have to stop this. Well, that will teach me for locking him out. So yes, that was the Deponia series. So let's just kick him down here, because we can't keep doing this, can we, Fidgy? And the pick of the bunch from my Amazon lot. Not all sellers hide what they're selling. Some of them have got pictures, and this guy in particular I got this from had pictures up, so I knew what I was getting. A lot of his stuff was a bit above eBay prices. He had all retro pretty much, all mostly Megadrive, and all photos. And he had this one game, and it's in a Genesis game, and that is Wardner. Now I've been wanting this for a long time. It's an arcade game. So it's a bit like Willow on the arcade, a bit like a sort of an RPG-ish. Well, what I've seen anyway. It's a bit of RPG sort of platformer, arcade style. So really good, and this cost me only 40 quid, which I think is quite a good price really for this game, especially for the condition it's in. It's all like complete good condition. The only problem with it is it's got a bit of a glare there. It's got a rip there, but unless you look at it, looking for it, you're not going to notice it. And there's a bit of water damage up there. But all in all, not a bad copy really. I believe it plays on Mega Drives. What I've seen in people talk about in the past. As I say, I've been wanting this for a while. So yeah, I'm pretty certain this usually goes for around 50-60 normally. So birthday money, as I say, not my money. This is all birthday money. So thanks for that. Thanks, Mum and Dad. Next up, right, so eBay stuff. This is all eBay stuff now, and it wouldn't be right without a Super Famicom game. And this is Dino City, I believe, in the American region. We didn't get this in PAL region, and the cover on the American box art is very different than this. It's like a realistic dinosaur, and I can't remember what this actually is called in Japan. But yeah, so what this is a platforming. I've not played it yet. I've not run it on any emulators or anything like that. But it looks like an average to good sort of platforming game. So bright, colourful sprites, and that's what I like. I just want something just to pop on and just play sometimes, rather than just get in depth with anything. Next up, we have got more PlayStation 2 terribleness. So let's see. First up, I bought this. I've already got it. I'm a flipping idiot. So again, Phoenix. So that's the reason why I thought I'd beef up my Phoenix collection. All these are like £1 or £2. So next up, again, one from CX, Son of Lion King. One I actually thought I had about 6 times over, but for CX, not too bad. It's got the manual and everything like that. As I say, £1 or £2. So happy days. And this one, oh, I said this was from eBay, and that was obviously from CX. Never mind. And this one definitely from eBay because you can't get this from CX. And this is Que pasa Neng El Video Juego, which is a Spanish only release. Yeah, complete and everything like that. I think this costs like €8 posted, so that's not too bad for this particular title. Don't really know much about it other than it's a Phoenix title and it's got some flipping weird creepy dude on the front of it. So that's enough to keep me satisfied. So yeah, anything with a creepy dude on, I'm sold. And next up, one that I want, flipping it, that definitely wasn't there before. I've actually damaged this. Oh my word. I've damaged this, never mind. So I've got a tasty Sega Saturn game. I was tempted to get the Japanese version, but this came up and it is Galactic Attack. And if you can see there, there's a ding in the front, and that definitely wasn't there because I can remember thinking it only damages a few creases on the back here. Not creases, but like sort of like pushed in. Oh, I'm so gutted about that. How have I done that? And the other damage is the back has come away. So I'm assuming, and has anyone tried repairing these yet? I'm assuming just putting a bit of hot glue, you know, like from a glue gun. Maybe that'll be enough to glue it back together. But apart from that, I mean, it's in great condition. Great condition. So really pleased with this. So this is layer section in Japan. And I was umming and ahhing about getting this because I know if I got this, it'd really throw out the series because there's layer section 1 and 2 in Japan. And if I get this in layer section 2, it's going to look very odd next to each other. So I've got a feeling I'm going to get this and get layer section as well as a companion. But yeah, this is a really cool shooter. Anyway, talking of rubbish about boxes again, that's all I seem to talk about. But yeah, this game, great game, shooter. It goes into tape mode, which I'm probably too scared to do that with that TV, but never mind. Really happy to get this. I've played this somewhere, I can't remember, and it was flipping awesome. Brilliant game. So really pleased to get that one, and I paid just below average price for that one, whereas this game, definitely the flipping crown jewel out of everything. One of the PlayStation 2 holy grails, maybe. Probably top 20, well, top 20 rarest, hardest game to get, I would say. And that is Zombie Hunters 2 on the PlayStation 2. But what makes it hard to get is it's the UK version. The other ones are quite a lot, well, a lot easier to get. With a lot of the PlayStation 2 ones, the UK ones is usually the rarest. Now this, before I got this, there was one on eBay. Well, there's a couple on eBay. There's one with a horrible, dirty, like water damaged manual where you couldn't open the pages, and it just was really bad condition, and that was going for £100. There was one that sold just before that, and it went for around 150. I paid a lot less than that. I paid £50 for this one from Holland. Now the guy that was selling it was like, he had 10 stars or whatever it is called, recommendations, and he put it up for £50, and I was like, is this even gonna come? I was really skeptical, but when it come, I mean, I'm absolutely buzzing about this. The condition of it is just, it's definitely unplayed, definitely. Definitely no fingers or thumbs going through that manual. And yeah, it's now finished my Oni Chanibara collection, one Chanibara, which is also the Bikini Slayer, Zombie Hunters. What other names could we? Yeah, so the Bikini Samurai. Yeah, one Chanibara, Bikini Samurai. So you got PlayStation 2 ones, all different names, slightly different than the rest. So you got the Zombie Hunters. What's the other one? Zombie Zone, is it? Or can't remember. Zombie Zone or Zombie Attack. I've got it over there anyway. And I think there's another name for it as well on the PlayStation 2. I can't remember now. And then you got, as I say, the one Chanibara. The only one I've got all the PAL ones. There is one more left to get, and that was the PlayStation 3 version that only came out in Japan. So yeah, cool to get on, as well. There's the PlayStation 4 one as well, which I've got over there, and I've also got the Schoolgirl Zombie Hunters, which is same franchise as this, but different because it's more gunplay. And that one's quite a tricky one to get as well. But yeah, buzzing. Basically, I'm absolutely buzzing to get that. So, last of my eBay pickups, and I got this. Well, I didn't get this. This was the packaging for what is inside, and I thought I'd just keep it in there because I thought it was absolutely hilarious. But this came like this. I opened it up and I thought, as he sent me the wrong thing because it was all in paper and everything like that. But lo and behold, looked inside, and what I ordered was inside, and that is the Lilac Wars for the Nintendo 64. Now, I'm absolutely, again, very pleased to have got this. It comes with everything needed. It's got the game, memory pack, and it's got the huge manual. Look at that manual. That is a beast. You'll definitely never get that this day and age. Look at that. So really happy to get that, and I think inside it as well, it's even got the little poster to say what's coming. Now, I remember getting Lilac Wars, or Star Fox as the majority of the world knows it as, when I was a kid. I actually got the Japanese version, and I remember paying 90 quid for it. I remember wanting it so much because there wasn't many games at that time for the Nintendo 64 when this came out, or there was just games that really didn't interest me, like football or sports games, and I already had or played and beat all the rest of the decent ones. So when this came out, it was like I was just really waiting for it, and I couldn't wait any longer to get the English version. So I got Star Fox. And it didn't come with a big box like this, and I don't think it come with the Rumble Pack either, and it cost 90 quid. Crazy. And 90 quid, what, 20 years ago? 19 years ago? 97. 22 years ago. So it was probably even 23 years ago. Oh my word. It makes you feel old when you look at the dates on all these games. What was I saying then? Yeah, so 90 quid back then would probably be about 150 quid now for a game that is just going to drop in value. You probably can get that Japanese one now for about a tenner, probably less than that. I paid 15 quid for this, so, and that was posted. Oh no, was it maybe 2 quid posted extra? It was under 20 quid, I know that for definite. It had a bit of sticker damage there, and I actually, if you can see, I actually drew on it with the black marker just so it's not quite so noticeable. 15 quid, proper pleased with this. Don't know where the hell I'm going to put it. I've absolutely run out of space. Yeah, why am I buying all these games? So yeah, that's everything I bought. So I'm going to have a quick sip because that's everything I bought, or at least acquired through my own sort of funds. Next up, we've got the generosity of the YouTube community. So cheers to that, mates. So first up, we mentioned him earlier because he recommended me this drink, and he's absolutely surpassed himself. I'm very humbled by this, mate. Very humbled. Well, in fact, I'm humbled by all of this, to be honest. Very humbled, and you really shouldn't have done. But that being said, I'm very grateful as well. I'm so happy that all this is in my collection. So what shall I show? First up, we have got action fighter for the Master System. Now, who was it? I've heard quite a few people go on about this recently since I've picked this up. I agreed to, because Sean, as we all know him, go and sub to him as well. There's not enough people subbing to him, so go to his channel now and actually give him a sub. But yeah, he put a list of all these games that he's getting rid of. He says he couldn't get CX wouldn't take him, and I don't know why, because I think a couple of them probably wasn't listed, like this one and this one, but I'm pretty certain this would have been. Might not have got much for it, I don't know, I'm really not too sure. But who is he called? Flipping, my brain has absolutely gone. I need another sip of energy. Nath Retro also got this from Sean as well. I don't know why he got so many copies, but yeah, he said how good this game actually is, and I initially thought this was a sort of a flight sim sort of Master System game, and I think I've overlooked it in the past. But when he put it up, I just looked at YouTube videos, because I always do with pickups. I always like, if there's something going, I always look to see if it's something that I would be interested in, and it really is. It's sort of like a racer sort of game, really cool. So a bit like, I suppose, Chase HQ, but over the top. So what's it say? Something about hang on. Take the motorcycle from Hang On and equip it with high-tech weaponry. Okay. So it's actually a sequel to Hang On. Who knew? Who knew? But yeah, when I get my Master System, I'm going to be giving that a go for certain. And so I got Turrican games the other day, the other month, and when I put them like into my little collection, I've seen that I kind of want to get the ballistics collection, and lo and behold, what did Sean have ready to say he wanted to get rid of? A ballistics game. And that is the Duel. I've actually had this before, sort of like Lotus Esprit, I suppose, but yeah, again, great condition. Cartridge is very strange sort of one. Now that's probably because this is actually a Megadrive stroke Genesis game. It's a multi-region game, which it actually says on the front of the box. And when I initially opened it up, I thought, oh, there's no manual, no instructions or anything like that. And I opened it up. It's got everything, like absolutely everything. The manual, great condition. The little postcards that come with it, because you also get Double Dragon in the ballistics one as well, and Super Off-Road, which are on my hit list now. And the other postcards as well, which all come into one. So what we got, the Duel, we've already got that one. The Winter Sports, what's that? American Football. Turrican, I've got that one. Star Control, which I think also comes with a normal case, and that Hardball Baseball. So yeah, a load more for me to get, and these boxes look amazing. I love it. I love how they look. They look so 90s. Well, it's that it looks the in between time for 80s and 90s, doesn't it really? So yeah, again, thanks for this, Sean. But we've not stopped yet. It keeps going. Honestly, we'll be going with Sean stuff for ages. Next up, we've got Roadblasters for the Genesis. Now I had this on the NES, and it looks more like an arcade game version of it. So this didn't come out in England, so I don't know how you got this, but yeah, so fully complete. And I just love the Genesis manuals. They're so much cooler because they come long ways like this, and this is the smallest retro manual I've ever seen. It's like the shape of things to come. So yeah, 4 pages, that's all it is, but cool to have, and it's even got the warranty card as well. But yeah, I really like these sort of like weapon based sort of like racers, so really cool to have. And I've really been getting into my old school racing games just recently. As you've probably seen, I've just uploaded Ridge Racer race challenge thing that we did with Rob Gernaldinho. So next up that Sean sent us, Revolt, which I've heard is a really good game. It looks like a sort of like Micro Machines style game, but a bit more like different viewpoint, and obviously a lot more modern. So great condition, all this. I mean, I don't know how CX would have taken all this. So hinges are all fine and everything like that. Inside, look at that, brand new. This actually looks brand new. This one definitely looks unused. All the spindles are all working, which is probably one of the best boxes I've got. Next up, I can remember having this back in the day. It was so, to me, it was very average, but kind of cool at the same time. It was a bit of a love-hate with this one. 'Cause I suppose I'm not really into my boxing. I don't know why all your discs that's in this are in the back. Have you done that yourself? It's a good idea, I suppose. But yeah, manual and everything, great condition. Proper happy to get that. And next up, we've got a condition upgrade. I've actually got this. Don't worry, I have got some Dreamcast games, and this is one. And this is the game that really like sold the Dreamcast to me. I was not going to get another Dreamcast or anything like that. Well, another Dreamcast, another console when the Dreamcast came out. I thought I was kind of out of gaming, and I can remember seeing this advertised, and it just was like beautiful. That whale jumping across over Sonic when he was running on that first level, that was the real selling point. That one little bit. And then I was at college, and then the day that Dreamcast came out, pretty much half my class went out and bought a Dreamcast and came back with them on the lunch break. And then there was me without a Dreamcast going, I need to get one now. And a week later I did. I got Sonic and I got Power Stone, and then the rest is history, I suppose. This one, there's a hinge broken on that one, but as I say, it's a condition upgrade on mine. Mine's not even got the front cover. That's how bad mine is. So cheers for that. Cheers, Sean. As I say, you've really surpassed yourself on that one. You really shouldn't have done. Like, that's quite a lot of money's worth that you've sent me. So I need to, I'm stacking some games up for you. I'll find some good PlayStation 2 stuff for you. Oh, sorry, Fidgy. Next up, we've got a gift from Rob Gernaldino. He actually went to the London Game Market the other month, and he actually picked this up there for me. You know, I'm going to tell you now, spoiler, it's a double case game. He asked for a list of my double case games that I needed, and I sent him the list, and so he actually went on I think he went on a bit of a mission to find it for me, and I'm really happy about that. Really pleased about that. Thanks for that, Rob. You really didn't have, again, you really didn't have to. But yeah, the game in question is Crazy Ivan. So yeah, really cool. I remember playing this as a kid. I think a lot on the demo, and I think was it the PlayStation 1 or the Saturn version I played it on? I can't remember. And I was really impressed by it. It's like a mech-based shooting game sort of thing, and like the sprites, I think, was, because it was an early release, the sprites were massive and like just really impressed me at the time, because I mean, we was coming from like 2D sprites, so all this was just impressive. Going back to it now, it probably doesn't work quite as well, but yeah, Crazy Ivan, what a cool cover, isn't it? And another double case game. So I've really knocked these double case games out of the park just recently. I've not got many left. I could possibly get to the end of the double case series at the end of the year, I think, or at least early 2020. I've only got one big hitter to get, big-ish hitter. It's like one of them price games that go up and down, and that's that Mortal Kombat Trilogy that I unfortunately failed to get through Amazon. Next up, so sorry about thanks again for this, Rob. I know I said thanks again before, but honestly, like, no one needs to send me anything. Honestly, like, I've got probably too much stuff. I don't need anything more, but I'm really happy and really like grateful for all of this. So, and this thing, like, I'm really speechless with this one. Really speechless. Pete Fighter 2. Oh my god, mate. You're an absolute champion and absolute star. Thank you very much. This just sums up how, I mean all of it does, but like how great the YouTube community is. Like, we're all helping each other. I mean, don't get me wrong, people have not just sent me things, I'm sending people things to other people, but it's not all about like paying each other back or anything like that. It's all, we're sending things to each other because we want to. And I think Pete summed this up the best with this, because it's a flipping amazing thing. It's the Castlevania Music Collection, which is a music CD for Castlevania. Now, if people have been watching my videos, you might know why this is so significant and why I'm so pleased about it. So Pete collects loose. He's got his collection mostly loose. He has got cases and everything like that, but he tries to keep everything in like just in CD wallets, which is flipping the proper thing to do. You shouldn't be surrounding yourself with flipping boxes that you're never going to play. It is a bit silly. But this goes with Castlevania, the Symphony of the Night. As if you guys know, I picked this up at the Doncaster Gaming Market, and he was actually there at the time. And since it was my birthday at the beginning of the month, he was like, right, I'm going to send you this for my birthday. And I was like, really you don't have to, because obviously the value of that is just crazy. But he was like, no, you've got an incomplete copy. He doesn't collect complete, so he'd rather see a copy go complete and appreciated, like how I'm massively going to appreciate this. So thanks to you, Pete, I can finally do this. I can open it up. God. Got that. Got the manual. I've got the art book. And thanks to you, Pete, I've got the soundtrack. Oh my word. I've got a complete copy of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And that's all thanks to, well, Pete Fighter 2 specifically, but the YouTube community as a whole. So, massively grateful. And as I say, I didn't realise coming into making videos in YouTube and stuff like that, I'll be getting things like this, or I'll be sending things out to people as much as I am doing. And it's really making me really enjoy collecting and like just like helping other people and people helping me. It's amazing. It's amazing what like this community is, and I'm getting a bit of flipping sentimental about it, really. Well, for me at least anyway. I don't do sentimental, but I really do feel that way. Like, I'm really massively grateful for all of this. All of this. Look at this. All of this through the counter. Well, not that Galactic attack, but you get what I'm saying. Like, all of this for the community, like the YouTube community. So I've said it about 6,000 times. I'm going to say it again. Thank you. And everyone, if you've got to this point of me rambling, thanks for watching. And I'll see you later. And I'm going to try and find places for all of this, because I don't know where I'm going to put it on. And I've got all that behind me. So yeah, I'll see you at the next one. Cheers. Bye. Harry and Outrun, and I believe these are actually the best versions of these games. Oh crikey, Cammy!